is it? Mm-hmm. Ah, Stantis. Here, I'll write... Note for you to take back to him as confirmation of our acceptance. Do give him our best. Can I help you?
I have important business to attend to. Please don't tarry. That, I'm afraid, is private.
I see by your walk.
Nordic heritage, Nordic culture, Nordic metalwork. Nord artifacts. Get a slice of Skyrim right here in Cyrodiil.
I never would have believed Gautier was the culprit, but the evidence is overwhelming. Come on, let's get to Gautier's little nest
Warm
and
yourself
finish
by
it.
the hearth.
It's good to...
If you want food or drink, I can show you our menu. Printed on only the finest parchment, for your hands and your satisfaction. Thank you very much. Here's some coin for your trouble. I wonder if that courier will ever turn up. The Gerald View. We have drinks, beds, and food. I hear tensions are flaring up in
Ancient
Cheydinhall.
Nordic ornaments,
They've been
weapons,
bubbling over for a
armor,
while.
You name it, I
Dark
have it.
elves and other dark elves, I think. Been to Bruma's, I mean the organization. Business at the Gerald View is all... We strongly believe that if you build it, they will... Hungry or thirsty?
owner! How dare he allow that lizard to engage in such a salacious display? It's a dingy... I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with... You should help me because the tavern is filled with criminals. They deal with bandits. They steal. They rob. Surely it's only right that they face justice for what they do? It's a dingy squad. I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that?
Hail, traveler. Well, I would be, but unfortunately, I've got some
Slice of
debts to
Nordic
pay off.
heritage,
I've
by
been
deer
doing
and
odd
Cyrodiil.
jobs around town to help
Fine
raise the
goods,
symptoms.
fair prices.
Greetings, Nord. This one hopes you come without prejudice, but rather with open arms. Yes, indeed. This one labors long and hard to earn his keep. Hunting can be tiring, exhausting, but this one must press on. Although... This one is feeling a bit lazy today. What if you were to bring him some bear pelts instead? He will pay you well. Excellent. Just return to this one when you have, say, 10 of the pelts.
Hello.
How fantastic! Hello. Excellent! Thank you. Here is your coin, as I promised. Profit for everyone, yes? May you walk on warm sands. This one likes to stay south of the border. The Empire makes the Nords let you through the walls. It is better than constant wandering, even if not so profitable. But there are still many septums to be had. If you mean to ask why D'Artagnan is not in Elsewhere, it is quite simple. He came to Cyrodiil a great many years ago, so long ago he does not even remember the reason, and he has stayed here since. And there are plenty of opportunities for adventure and profit, if one knows to look in the right places. About D'Artagnan? Not so much to tell. He comes from Elsewhere, but his home is in Cyrodiil. He has spent most of his time walking Tamriel in this place, and so far, he has no desire to leave. This one hunts, and he sells for a tidy profit. He plunders ancient tombs and caves in search of treasure, and treasure he finds. He lives comfortably, even if he is not rich. He is self-sufficient, and he is content. Ah, a fair question. For my trade is perhaps not so obvious on first glance. This one calls himself a hunter and fur trader. He stalks the wilds of the Geralds and brings down the beasts and the deer. He skins them and sells the furs here in Bruma. The Nords love bear pelts, this one has found. Well, this one does also sometimes explore the caves and tombs of the wilds in search of treasure. And sometimes he finds... sometimes this one will take what is left unguarded and resell it to a more deserving owner. For a small finder's fee, of course. This one prefers cat burglar. You mean for cat burglary, honored friend? And the answer is no. Most of the time, anyway. This one does have occasional run-ins with the law, he admits. There is actually a particularly unfortunate situation currently occurring. This one has been falsely accused of stealing from Icewind Traders, the general store. They tell him he has stolen their hides and that he is selling them at his stall. This is false. This one has done nothing of the sort. In fact, perhaps you could help. Edius Villius is the captain of the guard here in Bruma. If you speak to him, perhaps he will change his mind. This one fears he considers him a dirty thief and will not hear his pleas. Because the accusation is false. Regardless of this one's past or his future, he has not stolen from the merchant. He does not steal from hard-working business owners. He steals from the pampered, the opulent, and the unjust. So, in helping this one, you would, in fact, be hastening the course of justice, not jeopardizing it. So, what do you say? This one understands. My apologies, honored friend. Hello. You mean, this one does have, this one, they tell, this is, this one fears, he considers it, thank you. May you eternally walk on the warmest, glistening sands. These pleasantries please you, yes? Then Khajiit will continue.
Can I help? Hello? It's a dingy squad filled with criminals, rats, and lice. The amount of underhanded deals and crooked business. I want its proprietor to land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that? Excellent. As it so happens, I'm a mage by trade. I have access to many magical items from my home of Alinor. Take this. It's a very special memory gem. I have one active at all times, and this particular one recorded everything that happened at the tavern that night. Take it and let the guard captain listen to it. Irrefutable evidence. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action then.
Hello. Sure thing. Got one all ready if you... Great! Got her all saddled up for you, out in the yard. Take good care of her.
May you walk on warm...
I have paint horses for sale if you want one. I sell paint horses. They're leaner and... Admittedly, there are better breeds of horses elsewhere in Cyrodiil, but none of them come as cheaply as mine. Faster and leaner indeed. Might not be able to withstand quite as many sword blows, mind you, but who cares about that, eh? Unless you tend to use your horse as some sort of fighting partner.
Welcome to the Gerald View. What can I get you?
The name's Hyotra. I keep the place clean and tidy for our customers and guests. Good as always. Through hard work and exacting quality standards, we ensure our business never wanes. As a matter of fact, perhaps so. We're currently waiting on a delivery of cider from Applewatch, but, well, it's late. I don't think anything bad has happened. Poor Avon's probably just overworked, but we need that cider before our stocks go low. I'd be happy to provide you with the appropriate recompense. Excellent. Applewatch is just to the west of Bruma. Please, hurry.
Wine, mead, ale,
What is
water.
it?
Please, madam. Bless you, madam. Bless you.
I'm half tempted to ask you to warm me up with some of your fire. Don't do it. Then I'd have to arrest you.
If I don't have it, you don't need it. Welcome to the Hall of the Champion, the only museum of the Champion of Cyrodiil in the Imperial Province. While some call it a place of learning, I imagine it as an altar to the Champion's greatness. I offer exclusive tours of the museum with thrilling explanations of the significance of each artifact. Only 20 septims for fantastical retelling of the Champion's exploits. What a shame. The tour is worth every septim. Don't even think about it, footpad.
An alteration expert, huh? How about you turn my skin to steel? That'd go down a riot back at the barracks.
you? Bless you, madam. Bless you.
I've heard a thing or two, but it's going to cost you. Haha, yes, that's what I like. Thank you.
I hear some unique people pass through the Restful Watchman. Spending a night there might be interesting. I, that I am, fought in the Great War against the Dominion. I lost my weapon, lost my sight, and lost my freedom. Can't do much now on account of my eye. If only I had an extra septum to help me buy a loaf of bread. Lots of them. I was there, you know. At the Battle of the Red Ring. I saw the bloodshed, the chaos. I had a journal, kept a record of all that I went through, but those damned bandits came through and stole all my belongings, journal included. Serves me right for trusting that slimy Argonian in the tavern. Cowers and corners, or whatever his name is. You do that for an old beggar? Praise the divines! I'll reward you as best as I am able.
Hail, friend.
Mind your step.
See it, report it. He's accused of stealing from Icewind traders. What of it? Ah, wait. Don't tell me he roped you into having the charges dropped. He's been trying that tactic a lot recently. I have sympathy for the cat, being accused like this while the bigger fish swim free. But what can I do? I have to enforce the law. No, but Cetus made the accusation. I don't know what you expect me to do, but I can't just drop charges on a whim like this. You have a point. Your word, along with Dartokto's, is one more voice than Cetus has on his side. Very well. Consider the charges dropped. However, I'm afraid it does come with some strings attached. I can't drop charges like this and return things back to the way they were. Consider the charges dropped, but Dartokto will be evicted of residency in Bruma. No way I can get away with dropping these charges without people starting to ask questions about how fit I am to be guard captain. It's no secret he's a thief, but he's about as close to a good thief as you can get without reading a children's bedtime story. Tell him I'm sorry. I was sort of fond of that cat. Oh, felt strange to say that. Anyway, you should probably go tell Dartokto the bittersweet news. You know what's even more satisfying than arresting a criminal? Seeing them rot in a cell. Who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. Oh, well, this should be interesting. Go ahead. Let's listen.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Lifsertail, you know, from...
Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Lifsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Lifsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zarxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on! Ariel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Ah. Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Ha! They breed them special in Alinor, don't they?
A healer? Don't suppose I could hire you to follow me around and patch me up? Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search. You seen Frostcrag spot? They're sitting up there on Null Mountain. Beautiful sight.
Feeling clumsy today?
My weapon wants a temperin'. Things want to kill him. Fetch me 3 iron ingots to temper my weapon in my book of killin' so I know who needs killin'. Then I'll give you gold. My weapon wants a temperin'. Things want to kill him. Fetch me 3 iron ingots to temper my weapon in my book of killin' so I know who needs killin'. Then I'll give you gold. Good. My killin' arm's itching to do more killin'. Hello. My killin' arm says thanks. Here, have these jingly coins. You like jingly coins, don't you? Can I help you? Hello?
Can I help you?
What is it? I always welcome investment. A pleasure doing business with you. Here's what I have.
You here to do business? I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume. A fair price for a fair room. Allow me to show you to your room. Right
This one calls you friend. The prey approaches.
You need anything else, you know where to find me.
Hail, friend.
You aren't from Bruma. Did I see you arrive from the north? Are you? Did you arrive from Skyrim? Ah, this is good news indeed. We don't get many travelers from my homeland these days. The roads are too dangerous, and the border controls are too tight. You must be a bit hardier than the usual milk drinkers I have to deal with. Tell me, are you a mercenary? Or do you fight for a higher cause? I thought you did. You have that glint in your eye. The look of one who fights for ideals, for lofty causes. Tell me, traveler, if I had a task for you, one that would benefit my people immeasurably, would you help me? Your talents would be invaluable. Blood, honor, glory to Skyrim and the Nords, and a modest bit of loot, of course. We are going to rescue a good friend of mine. Of course, it may require you to get your hands a little, dirty. If you head east out of Bruma, for a ways, you'll find a camp near Sidor, one of those ancient elven ruins. Meet me there. Oh, and, here. Let me mark it on your map.
How fantastic!
Hello. Ah, your room rental. Peruse it at your leisure. Our customers find it very rejuvenating. Your room's just this way. Please, follow me. You need anything else, you know where to find me. Can I help you?
blade and a voice shining bright against the cold of tales and of legends.
Remember, a life full of adventure is the only life
untold. A heart to sever rock and stone. Behold the hero of a song, a slayer of dragons, a seeker in the night. No creature of evil can stand against your might. Your soul was with us all along. We grace our hero with a song. One day we will cast all our fears into the sea.
Stantis
Our
tends the bar and
hero
rents
shall
out our rooms.
lead
I
them
keep the view.
forever. We'll be free. Till then, our hearts to you belong. Farewell, our hero of a song. A storm gathers darkly. Yes?
Hello.
Can't be.
You're back. Have you played back the Memory Gems recording for the captain? When is he arresting that damnable innkeeper? Xerxes' backside. I'm leaving this awful town. I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by lustful lizards. Hello.
Heard there were ogres around. For County Bruma.
Welcome to the
What is
Gerald
it?
View. The Gerald we tirelessly
Can I help you? Be more careful.
Welcome
Excuse
to
me,
the
I'm
Gerald
sorry to
View.
bother. It's just that my most prized possession has gone missing, and I fear that without help, I'll never get it back. I normally wouldn't approach a stranger like this, but, well, I'm at the end of my tether. I could really use some help. Could I hire you? I could pay you handsomely. Okay. Give me a moment to compose myself. There is a priceless heirloom in my family that has been passed down throughout nearly my entire ancestry. As you may know, we Dunmer revere our ancestors greatly. Ancestry is incredibly important to our people. Therefore, you understand how important it is to me that my heirloom is returned. I am... my apologies, friend. This theft has left me quite flustered. Excellent, thank you. The heirloom that's been stolen, well, by all accounts, the thief fled to the northeast of Bruma. I suspect they're holed up in Frozen Grotto. If you are able to retrieve my heirloom for me, I'll be forever in your debt.
Another patron of this fine bathhouse. Please come in, come in. This water is delightful.
Friend?
Truly delightful, yes?
Yes? This is wonderful news! Thank you for all the help. Wait, what? This one understands. He thinks. Bruma citizens will have to do without their friendly neighborhood cat burglar. For now. But where will this one go now? His home has been taken from him, and the Geralds are not so hospitable for sleeping rough. An interesting proposition, honored friend. Allow this one a few moments to consider it. Oh, who is Tartacto kidding? Of course! It would be an honor to travel with you. Onwards, to gold, and perhaps less run-ins with the law.
Delightful waters, no? Would be a true shame should they be sullied.
Can I help you?
Hail, friend.
Where'd you learn to bend and shape metal so well?
May you walk on warm sands. Truthfully? Okay then. Tartacto leaves you. For now.
You seem to have mastered the elements as a weapon to bring down our enemies. It's quite a feat, Blood.
Those fingers of yours have slipped into many pockets. Well, don't try it on me, or around me. Otherwise, it's off to the lockup.
What is it?
Hello. That's good to hear. Thank you. Here, take a little bit of coin on the house. Oh, and have this. It's a leftover memory gem that one of the guys took out of the elf's pocket when he was passed out on the floor. Might fetch a decent sum. Here's what I have.
Want my advice? Always carry a good stock potion. Us guards, we're well trained. We miss nothing. Just keep that in mind.
Heard there were beasties around. Be careful, traveler. Protect and serve. It's what we do. It's tough. On one side, you've got criminal. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affair. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in... More than you might think. Between the Count, the White Gold Concordat, and all the other treaties, the rules are constantly changing. All I want to do is protect these people, jail criminals, earn my keep. But then the damned wind changes, and with it, the law. And then, what do you know? I'm supposed to jail this group, and that group, and the other group. And for what? For politics. Despite it all, though, I wouldn't trade this job for the world. It's rewarding, fulfilling, and at least it lets me provide for myself and my family. Yep, me and my family, wife and children, are still there, in fact. Left because the place is swarming with people, hard to find any work. Came up here, couldn't find much work either, joined the Guard on a whim. Saw a lot, rose to the ranks. And now I'm Guard Captain. Funny how things work out. I try to take my duties seriously, and send as much as I can back to my loved ones. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. We have it fairly okay compared to some other parts of the province. The problem is that the criminals here aren't driven to it out of desperation. They just want the coin, to get rich. They know how to game the system. Except Dartocto. He's... well, never mind. I've probably told you too much. You're right. Well, listen. Dartocto's a thief. Likes to call himself a cat burglar. Funny Khajiit sense of humor. But it's funny, he steals from those who don't deserve what they have. Like, say, other thieves or power-mad politicians. And then he sells the stuff. With a discount for those who truly need it, no less. I don't understand that cat. But I can't really complain. As thieves go, he's one of the better ones. But he currently has charges leveled against him from Cetus, the owner of Icewind Traders. So that's that. Bentior wants legal pressure. That can certainly be arranged. Take this, a letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
Can I help you?
Needing it in? Go to the Gerald. You. There's another tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, but it has a bad reputation. Well deserved.
You here to do business? Hello? What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God. restful watchmen. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? Hello.
Is someone there? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, just this once.
Welcome, traveler. Welcome to Applewatch. Make yourself at home. Ah, yes. Sorry about that. Avon was feeling a little under the weather recently. Didn't help he was run ragged. Here's the cider for Stantis. Take it back to him. I'm sure he's arranged payment for you, yes?
Ah, where did Red Diamond run off to?
Ah, yes. Red Diamond. A fine horse, that one. He was as much a part of the Applewatch family as any of us. And he was definitely a hard worker. It was the strangest circumstances, too. One day he's there, minding his own business and munching down on hay. The next morning, he's vanished. I don't know who did it. Bandits? Thieves? Vampires? If you be so generous, traveler, I won't be one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Perhaps a distasteful thing to say, given the circumstances. Regardless, if you bring Red Diamond back to me, there'll be some gold in it for your services.
Applewatch ain't nothing.
Don't use your illusion magic on me. It won't end well for you. My mind is just as strong as my sword arm.
Welcome, traveler. Welcome to... Ah, yeah. Here's the cider for Stantis. Take it back to him. I'm sure he's arranged payment for you, yes?
Where did Red Diamond run off to?
It was the... I don't know who did it. If you... Regardless, if you bring Red Diamond back to me, there'll be some...
Look there! Tempted to ask you to warm me up with some of your fire magic, but don't. spell was that? Coming out of your mouth?
Is someone there? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, just this once.
How fantastic! You say news, and I see no horse following you, so he's... Yes, well, this is all quite a lot to take in, you see. I'm not sad, it's just that he was an extremely valuable part of our business, and No, it's not that way at all. Okay, fine. I was quite attached to Red Diamond, and I'm sad to see him go. To never see his carefree tread, his youthful gallop. We called him Diamond because he was so majestic, and I need to go inside. This gold should more than cover your expenses. Now please, give me some time. We're a small place with small offerings. Work, eh? Well, we've got nothing fancy. No exciting adventures or mighty beasts to slay. But we could always use a bit of help gathering apples for our cider. Tell you what, I'll pay you for any apples you bring me from the orchard. My old back just isn't what it used to be. Plague's a strong word, stranger. But there are some little scourges that like to harass us, yes. Recently, an unusually strong alpha wolf and his pack have been roaming around, and coming a little too close to the village for comfort. If you'd slay them for me, before they can do any harm, I'd appreciate it. Excellent! The Divines must have sent you, traveler. The wolves tend to prowl just northeast of Applewatch.
Applewatch ain't nothing fancy.
Hello.
Zombies tend to haunt caves. Be careful if you decide to go treasure hunting.
Is someone there? Of course.
We work hard, and we prosper. Thank you, stranger. You've done this settlement a world of good. Here, take some coin as a small token of my, thanks.
We'll keep you safe. Outside?
Come, warm yourself by the hearth. Thank you very much. You're a lifesaver. You know that? Apple Watch cider is one of our most popular items. Here's your coin. You've more than earned it. And, in fact, here, take a bottle. On the house. If you want food or drink, I can show you our menu. Printed on only the finest parchment for your hands and your...
So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts? You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house. That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard. It's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
Captain of the guard. Just what I needed. Go ahead, rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Bartram's house, and why in Oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me, typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters. But no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trapdoor.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Akaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
We have Holgard to thank for our arms. What could that be?
Fools are actually fighting. This should be good.
Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Who made that noise? Look at me.
is it? Can I help you? All right, I suppose. My sales pitch isn't very good, I know, but I still get a fair few customers. Everyone needs something to wear, I guess.
Civilian?
So this is the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvain. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma Caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Now, my artifacts?
Actually, this new friend of Bruma has them.
And who's this?
A friend responsible for tracking down the artifacts and finding the thief. In fact, I'd say they deserve most of the credit, Count Carvain.
Ah, friend of Bruma. Such tales are always gratifying to hear of. In fact, Captain, would you mind giving us a moment to speak?
Of course. I'll just be waiting over there. I'd like to say a few words to this new friend of Bruma before they take their leave.
Of course, Captain. Friend de Bruma, may I have a moment? If you would just hand over the artifacts, gently if you please. Thank you very much. So, you tracked down the thief and found my artifacts. I am extremely grateful. Please, accept this small recompense from the Treasury. Thank you for your service. Something makes me think you're not going to merely disappear, though. You're the kind to get tangled in all sorts of affairs, I'm sure. Farewell, friend de Bruma. Good luck. I do hope you remain loyal to the Bruma throne.
It's rare to see someone so willing to help another these days. You went to great lengths to find those damned artifacts. And for that, you have my thanks. I don't know what Count Carvain said to you, and I don't really mind. The Count and I don't always see eye to eye, but I have a duty. Anyway, something makes me think we may see each other again. People like you tend to make waves, don't they? Take this. A personal thank you gift from me. Safe travels, my friend. And thanks.
What is it?
I don't mean to be rude.
So this is the thief, Captain? You mean to say that my artifacts have been found?
Yes, Count Carvain. He stole your artifacts and attempted to deliver them to the bandits operating in the Bruma Caverns.
I see. Well, of course, I expect he should.